Hey friends, Ram Man here. Here it is, Friday, January 30th of 2026. Here's some helpful information. It'll probably save you some time, money, and some grief. So, we're talking about Dana 70 and Dana 80 bolt-on rear disc brake kits. And in particular, we're going to discuss the Fords. I've never done a video on the Fords. Don't ask me why. I guess I'm kind of busy. Anyway, we sell a bunch of rear disc brake kits for the 80s and 90s Dodges. And when I say a bunch, I mean consistently 4 or 5 a month. Sometimes it comes in spurts, a couple, 2 or 3 a week, based on what somebody watched on YouTube or what have you. So, we're going to focus on the Fords, but they're very similar. Now, unlike some other folks, all of my disc brake kits are bolt-ons. I have never, ever designed a weld-on thing. Too much of a pain in the ass. Too much pain to try to get it aligned. Axle tubes are a little different. Gaps, laser cut, no. Too much of a fucking pain in the ass. So, I know some other folks are out there. The other thing that separates us is, to my knowledge, we're the only ones in the world that remade those original great big old emergency brake calipers, Cadillac design, with them huge 3-inch pistons. They used these calipers for a few years, same as the fronts, 3-inch pistons. And after a handful of years, they said, holy shit, these things are way too powerful. We got to downsize. So in the mid-80s, they went to the 2-inch piston. But for trucks, people hauling trailers and all that, this is badass. You do the math on the surface area of a 3-inch piston, and you come up with a little over 7 square inches. Remember? Radius times pi. So you come up with whatever you put in there, you get 7 times the damn force. So you put 500 psi in there, and by God, you get 3,500. That's how much force you get. And they got great big old pads. These are brand new, reproduced them years back. They ain't rebuilds. There you go. So you get to stay all legal. Now, people ask me about the emergency brake. Usually those cables are a little bit long. They got the balls or the barrels on the end of them. They're usually crimped on, the big old crimpers, or they're soldered on or brazed on. All you have to do, there's the stop right there. They have to be shortened, so you cut them off, and you move the barrel. Move the barrel up. That's something you do on an individual basis. Most guys can figure it out. The big difference between the Ford and the Dodge is the Dodge typically uses a smaller hub. That brake drum fits over the front. That's where it fit right there. And that's the wheel register. On the Ford, the hub is bigger in diameter, so on the Dodge, the rotor just fits over the top really fast. It just fits over the top, slide down, done. On the Ford, as you can see right here, those drums on most of them go behind the hub flange. There's where it's machined, goes behind the hub flange. So, we have to open up the idea of the rotor a little bit so that it can go behind. So, it takes a little bit more work. Got to pull the hub off. On the Dodge, that's what makes it so damn easy. You don't even pull the hub off. You just pull that drum brake shit off, slide that rotor on, and start bolting up. It's going to take you longer to get that old bullshit off, rusted crap off, than it is to get this bolted on. So, once again, as you see, this right here is the wheel register, and the rotor goes behind. Now, yeah, that's just an old caliper that I use for mock-up. Of course, these are the same. So, if you got you a Ford or a Dodge, Dana 70, 80, single wheel, dually, it doesn't matter. Spacing's a little bit different. That's it. We got you covered. Are you with me? Most of the time it takes about 3 weeks. Then about $10.95. Tax, title, license, shipped to the door. We get more feedback off the disc brake kits than hubs and any dudes pulling skid steers, dudes pulling dump trailers, dudes pulling 30-foot crisscross. Wayne, I got scared to death every time I towed my shit. I pour pads for houses. I pull a dump trailer and a skid steer in, 14,000 pounds. I get nervous. I crack my pants once or twice in 10 years. Whatever. Stopping distance is cut in half. I don't cringe. I don't have a fucking cow when I know I'm going to the job anymore. Them rear disc brake kits have completely changed my damn buggy. So, get a lot of feedback from that. Anyway, hope that helps you out. God bless you. God bless America. And happy trucking. Ford disc brakes on your rear 60, 70, and 80.